Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. So this morning, I didn't expect it to happen this early, but the brand new Monster High Comic Con exclusive doll has been revealed. And it's Draculaura. Not just Draculaura, but it's also a continuation of the Freak Du Chic line. This was unexpected. I really didn't see this coming. From all the speculation that I had heard, I had been assuming it was going to be a 13th anniversary themed doll, but instead it's a continuation of an old line, which is pretty cool. I'd like to see this going forward. Maybe next year we'll get a continuation of like Scarily Ever After, or what's another cool deluxe line? I can't think of anything at the moment, but that's the first one that comes to mind. Anyway, we're going to be talking about everything related to her release date, and how much she will cost shortly, so let's begin. So there are a lot of photos of this doll. They're all posted on Mattel Creations right now, and you can view them in the website yourself. So I'm not going to be putting all of them on the screen just because there's so many of them. There's like close to 15, and a lot of them don't actually show the doll all that well. They're just kind of artsy shots like this. You can't really see a whole lot of her details here. It's more to be the emphasis on the pose and what she's doing, you know, because she's an acrobat. It's pretty cool. Draculaura is a trapeze performer here. She comes with her trapeze stick thingy. Count Fabulous got a bit of a Freak Du Chic makeover, and Draculaura herself is all decked out in circus attire. This is just the most basic stock photo of the doll that I could find, and I decided to show this one first just so we can really get a feel for what the doll looks like. So the doll was revealed this morning around like 9 a.m., so I was at work, but you know, it was revealed at 9 a.m. through a gorgeous stop motion like video. It was really cool. And when I saw her, I said, holy shit. I was just amazed by the doll. I thought she looked so cool. And I still do. This doll looks really nice. Plus, now that we're getting Draculaura in Comic-Con, this probably means we won't get another Comic-Con exclusive Draculaura, so I'd say it's best to get it out of the way now. Although they do repeats like Frankie, but hopefully in this new generation, maybe next year we'll get like Claudine or a character outside of the main six, who knows. But Draculaura is here, and fortunately got a pretty cool doll. Her makeup is very unique. I really like the black heart on her cheek, I like the big pink blush hearts, and I really like the lip liner. I've seen some people say they're not a big fan of it just because it does make her look different from the other Freak Du Chic dolls. But honestly, I think she blends in with the line fairly well. I've seen a group photo made by Cleo's Nile. I'm gonna put that on the screen. Like, obviously she does stand out a little, and I would say it's primarily her silhouette just because the other dolls are pretty basic, mostly wearing dresses and some boots, whereas Draculaura takes it the extra step and has a whole bodysuit, cape, and some funky headpiece with bat ears on it. It definitely does make her stand out from the others because the most the others have is a dress and a headband, and like Claudine and Frankie and Jennifer and Honey. Okay, a lot of them have headbands, yeah. But you get what I mean, right? She does stick out a little, but she does also feel like a bit more of a deluxe release. If they had muted her colors, honestly, I could have seen her fitting in really well with the Wave 2, the Noir Wave with Claudine and Twyla. But she's instead very vibrant, so I think she's meant more to be modeled after like Series 1 of the line. Or I guess Wave 1. That's what I meant. So her box is very nicely designed. It's reminiscent of Comic-Con exclusive cedars. I've seen that comparison drawn quite a few times. And you know, it's fair. It's a pretty similar stage setup for her. When you open the box, you can see a lot of other characters on the inside, which is so nice because I immediately spotted Toralei in the left corner. Do you see her? Do you see Toralei? Because that's Freak Du Chic Toralei. She's on the tightrope. She's holding her little umbrella. It's Toralei. Jennifer is also on the right-hand side, and Frankie is also featured on the left-hand side. It's just really cool. But one of the coolest things about the doll's box is that logo on the front. As you can see, it says Freak Du Chic Draculaura, and in case you haven't noticed, it says the same thing here. You may be wondering, how is the doll flipping upside down and the logo's not changing? They did one of those really cool interchangeable logos where the letters, no matter like whether you hold it right side up or upside down, it reads the exact same way. Like, if you look at the A on the end of Draculaura, it looks like the D, it looks just like the D. But when you flip it upside down, it looks like the A. It's cool. It's like a really cool thing. I don't know how people do stuff like that, but it's pretty cool. And I'm really surprised they managed to make it work with every letter of Draculaura's name. I mean, I guess it's kind of easy with the R's at least, because they're placed in the same place, because, you know, DR and then RA at the end of her name, if that makes sense. Am I rambling too much? I probably am. Overall, I think the doll is pretty fascinating, but we should definitely talk more about what her outfit actually looks like. So she's wearing what seems to be like a leotard alongside a long-sleeved bodysuit and a cape. We do not yet know how many of these pieces are attached, how many are removable, but due to her being a Comic-Con release, I'm going to assume that the leotard and the long-sleeved bodysuit underneath are probably separate pieces. I'd like to think they are, at least. She's got a big gold bow, which is really cute. Although, minor complaint, very minor, I wish that they had committed to either the yellow gold of her boots or the metallic gold of her bow and her earrings. Again, that's like super minor, but I just feel like committing to one would make the doll feel more cohesive. And to be honest, I love her shoes, but could you imagine how nice they would have looked in the same, like, chrome metallic gold? It would have looked so good. The doll still looks good, though. I'm not going to deny that at all. She's really pretty, and again, I love her face-up. One thing I've seen a lot of people say about her face-up, though, is that it reminds them of G2, and I do see that. I'm not gonna, like, deny it, but I don't really mind it. I don't know. I feel like from certain angles, the doll looks more G1, but, like, looking at her head-on in this photo, she definitely looks a little more G2. I think she looks good, though. This doll is really fun. And also, this line kind of made me realize that this doll made me realize that Draculaura was never in Freak Du Chic. Like, I just never thought about it before. She was in the Scarnival line, though, which was tied to Freak Du Chic, because she was also doing stuff to raise money for the school. That's what the plot of Freak Du Chic was. It had some webisodes, and basically the plot of the webisode series was that they were trying to raise money for the school, for Monster High, and the Scarnival line was sort of a subset line, Scarnival and Ghoul Fair, because they were all trying to raise money through, like, either carnival games or fundraisers and stuff to, I don't remember what they were doing. It's been a long time since I've seen the episodes, but, yeah, and Freak Du Chic was, of course, part of that. That was, like, the big draw of the thing. I'm really bad with words, can you tell? Draculaura overall, though, is just very nice. I'll admit, when I heard the speculation of a Draculaura Comic-Con, I immediately believed it. It was just really easy to believe. And I'm happy that I like the result so much. Of course, you all are entitled to your own opinions, but personally, I vibe with this. I really like it. She's just got that fun circus aesthetic going on, and they also kept it consistent. On the back of her leotard, you can see that those, stringy things that everyone had on their outfits, you know, everyone had them. Like, everyone has it. Toralei has it under her skirt, Honey has it on top, Claudine has those, like, you know, like those, what the hell's the word? The see-through fabric, the mesh with the black stripes on it. Draculaura has that as well. It's just hanging off the back of her leotard, and it looks a little different, but, you know, it still looks like it still works, you know? Yeah, overall, the doll looks cool. I do like her a lot. And as for where I'm going to put her, I try to keep my Comic-Con dolls together, but this doll releasing makes me want to gather up all my Freak Du Chic dolls and put them together somewhere. So I might try to work on a display like that and have Draculaura be a part of it, but at the same time, I don't want to break up my complete Comic-Con display. It's definitely going to be difficult deciding where I want this doll to go. Also, sorry about not showing any close-ups of Count Fabulous. They straight up didn't post any on the website. But, he's got some clown makeup on. He's got, like, a little clown nose and some little triangles above his eyes. And is wearing, like, little black and gold hearts on his little sweater. Yeah, that's what Count Fabulous is doing. Another minor complaint, I do wish the doll had a metallic stand, because Voltageous had one last year. And again, with all the metallic elements of Draculaura's design, I really feel like a metallic pink base that matched with maybe her headpiece would have looked good. Yeah. That's it, though. I do like everything else about this doll. Her design is so fun. It's like a circus freak design. It looks cool. I like it. I think I'm gonna call it there. There's not a whole lot else to say about this doll. I just kind of wanted to ramble a bit. So, yeah, feel free to comment your thoughts on her. What do you think of this Draculaura? Do you wish it had been another character? Are you happy with the doll? Feel free to let me know. Never mind, we forgot to talk about the price information. Okay, this doll is $75 and will be releasing on Mattel Creations on Friday the 21st of this month of July. The time is set to noon in my area, so 12 p.m. So 12 p.m. in my area. I'm on like New York time. So that's my time zone. If you live in California, for example, it'll be like 9 a.m. for you. And if you are going to Comic-Con in person in San Diego, this doll will be available, I believe, starting on the 18th. I'm not quite sure. But she is $75. That's the price point. It's on the website. It's everywhere. So, yeah. What do I think of the price point? It's okay. Like, I do feel like this doll looks a bit more worth it than Voltageous did. I really don't want to rag on Voltageous. Voltageous was still nice, but she didn't come with a whole lot. I feel like this doll comes with a bit more to justify it, but I do still think 75 is a bit steep. Like, I feel like at most the doll should have been 60. Okay, now I'm gonna call it there. Feel free to comment your thoughts on the doll. As always, I want to hear what you guys have to say, and thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!